You all have the most amazing job. This is just so neat.
So if you sit there and talk to me, Sergey, on the left, and then that's where we were talking about, like the learning group. So these guys who were boxed in, that's where they'll talk to you. So we are sending them video from this room as well, so they'll be able to see some of us. So once he's happy with his pictures, we're going to kind of walk down the middle and give it a sense.
You have to do that too.
That is so much fun.
Yeah, so these guys, of course, all listening to conversations all over the world. They can bring you through. They can talk to the flight director. So if anything happened, they would kind of go into work mode, and we would need to head out the door. Typically, nothing like that happens, and we would start your crew. They're kind of at the end of their workday, so they're super excited. Again, blue shirt, that's always floated in. So.
Can they see us right now?
Yeah,
they can see the room. It's not super zoomed in, but
Where
they know
is-
we're in here.
where
so
is the camera?
Ron, which camera are we using?
I'd like to look up there.
Oh, there we go. So there.
Hi.
They should. Yeah, they should be able to.
Well, it might be zoomed in for us back here.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's flip back then. All right, so Ivanka, Ron Spencer, he's the flight director in charge of the ship at the moment. Ron, Senator Ted Cruz.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You want to talk to the
You've
crew?
got the coolest job. I would love to.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay, you get two. Just push this button here.
Okay.
Mr. Administrator, we've got one for you as well, so you can.
Hello.
Hello, thanks for joining us on the International Space Station.
Oh my goodness, this is such a pleasure. So it is an honor to meet you all. This is amazing. What an experience.
Thank you very much for coming out to the Johnson Space Center today and looking at some of the work we're doing for human space exploration. And you're talking to us now on the only human outpost in space. I'm Commander Drew Feustel. Next to me is Alex Gerst, our European Space Agency astronaut from Germany. He's taking over as commander in a couple of days here, about 2 weeks. Next to me on my right is Oleg Artemyev. He is the Soyuz commander of our spacecraft that'll be heading home on October 4th. Behind me is Serena Anand-Chancellor, American astronaut, who's got another 4 months to go on space station, as well as Sergei Prokopyev, commander of the other Soyuz spacecraft that will take Alex and Serena home eventually. And then in the back, we have Ricky Arnold, the assistant to the commander, who's flying with us and returning home on October 4th as well.
Amazing.
As assistant commander, but
October 4th, so you're coming home soon, or at least some of you are.
Yeah, 3 of us will be coming home in just a few weeks, and we've been up here for we'll have been up here for 198 days.
Just incredible. Well, obviously, one of the reasons we're here is to see the unbelievable work that's being done by NASA and by the whole organization, and in advancement of our goals towards space exploration and ultimately the President's goals of returning humans to the moon. So do you have anything you want to share with us about your experience at the International Space Station as astronauts? And then we're talking to some students a little bit later on who are interns here at the Johnson Space Center. So if you have any words of advice that I can relay to them, it would be great if you could share with us.
I'd say our message is pretty consistent. We all believe in what we're doing up here. We think it's important to the continuation of the human species, and also the science that we're doing in space is all really designed to make life better on Earth and allow us to be better as people as we take care of the planet and also move out into the solar system. I think we all believe that what we do is going to be critical to carrying on the legacy of our species. We haven't been on Earth very long compared to how long Earth has been around, and we just hope to be able to continue the awesome science that we're doing up here and to inspire the youth of not only our nation but nations around the world to think about the things that they can do to contribute to humanity and science and technology and advancing our existence out into the solar system. So thanks for your interest and your support. We certainly appreciate it and hope that you enjoy your time learning about what we do for space exploration and humans in space.
Well, thank you, and just know you can't limit it to youth, because I think I can speak for all of us here to say that you inspire us all. And you actually have my dream job. I always wanted to be an astronaut, and I always want to go to space. you are fulfilling my dream up there. But and I guess never say never, eh? Right, Administrator?
Thank you both for joining us, and we hope that you're proud of the work that we're doing, and we're trying to carry on the legacy that's been going on up here for the last 18 years. The International Space Station is certainly a fantastic laboratory in space, and it's an amazing collaboration, an international collaboration between our European partners and our international partners, especially the Russians as well, that really make this happen for us and allow us to have access to space right now. And we look forward to continued operations together internationally and cooperatively, and we hope this serves as a great model to continue out the exploration.
Thank you so much. Thank you all, and for those of you coming back to Earth, we'll welcome you home in October, and for the rest of you, just thank you for all that you're doing.
Would it be possible for you guys to share how often you guys actually talk to students on the ground? Because I know Ivanka is really focused on STEM as one of her leadership roles.
Good morning or good afternoon from my side, Alexander Gerst from ESA. Yeah, we actually talk to students quite a bit, so we have several ways to do that. We have traditional radio amateur ham passes that we have about once or twice a week where we talk to schools all over the planet, and then also events through NASA, through PAO, like the one we have here, and that's really the ones that, we are most excited about. I think all of us up here and down there also in the control room, we still have that little child in us. So when we have the chance to talk to children and to tell them about how it is to work up here in this unique laboratory, that fulfills our hearts as well. And that's always something that I remind myself every day here when I float around. Like the floating gets almost like an everyday thing that we get used to. But we have to remind ourselves that what we're doing up here, this laboratory, is unique on the planet. Like we have witnesses for more than just a few seconds, which is what we can generate on Earth. And that is really only possible up here on the International Space Station. No laboratory anywhere on the planet with no matter how much money or effort can recreate those conditions that we have here. And that's why we have such a wide area of science areas that we plow like the field of science and bring home results, because every single area benefits from this laboratory. And this is so amazing that for us it's just a privilege to be up here.
Let me ask you, what is the most challenging part of living and working in space, and what is the most rewarding and valuable part of living and working in space?
Good afternoon down there. I'll start with the latter half of that first. Probably some of the most rewarding work we've done up here is work that definitely impacts folks on the ground. And I think sometimes people ask, why should I care about the science being done on ISS? How does it impact me? And for example, a month or so ago, we were doing cancer therapy research up here because we figured out that some cells in the body really like to grow up here. So they grow in space just like they do in the body, and that allowed our researchers to look at different treatments, things we cannot do on the ground. And that is so, so rewarding. I think one of the most challenging things, and I can't speak for the entire crew, but it's just being away from our families. Our families are on the ground, and we are in constant contact with them, and we have pictures of them all over. We try and make this a home away from home, but it's still difficult at times. And so they love us and support us, and they love what we're doing up here. But for me, that's probably one of the most difficult parts.
Hi, this is Brian Babin, the congressman that represents JSC, and we are so proud of every one of you guys and ladies, and we appreciate what you're doing up there. And just listening to you, talking about the absolute fact that the ISS is a giant laboratory that's been up there, manned for nearly 18 years, and it just points up to the fact, and I'm also a dentist, by the way, healthcare provider, and I hope y'all are all brushing your teeth and taking good care of your oral cavities. But I think it also means that we have a lot more to learn about what's happening to the human body when you're up in a weightless environment like you are, in terms of maybe going on to the moon and on even farther to Mars. We've got to know all these answers. I just want to say thank you for what you're doing, and welcome home those of you who are about to come back. God bless.
I just want to thank everybody for participating in this today. It's not every day that we have Ivanka Trump here, and it's not every day that we have, no kidding, the chairman of the Space Subcommittee in the Senate and the chairman of the Space Subcommittee in the House, all at Johnson at the same time to talk to our astronauts. So thank you so much for participating in this.
Thank you, and I would be remiss if I didn't allow my Russian counterparts to say something as well.
Ivanka, hello from Russian segment. I think you are very kindly and nice person. When I see your TV channel and the news, my mood improves and rises.
Well, that's very kind of you to say. Thank you very much. Thank you, Oleg.
Silence moment, so I'm sure you folks are busy down there. We do always appreciate the support, and again, I just can't stress enough that we all believe in what we're doing here. It's critical to us as humans, and being in space and looking down on the Earth definitely changes our perspective, and we don't see borders, we don't see boundaries, and I really personally wish that we had an opportunity to share this view with more people on a first basis so that they had an understanding of the fact that that planet that we see down there is our only home. There's no Walmart nearby, there's no Home Depot, there's no McDonald's, there's nowhere to go down the street to get something else you need. That's our planet and that's our home, and I think we really need to be diligent about taking care of it and thinking about the way that we move forward. Not that we don't need to use the resources we have, but we need to be caring and think about the ways that we're going to do this as we move out onto other planets and explore. But thank you all for your support, your generous support, and allowing us to continue to do this amazing work in space.
So great. Amazing. Thank you. Would you like us to have a, no, we're not going to do that. So the group photo, how would you like me to
Sorry to
go?
send you the phone bill.
Please don't.
It was long distance. Sorry.
Thank you.
You said you were going to take a picture.
Oh, I love this. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, this is very cool.
So the rest of us.
One of my dearest friends.
Yeah, we're going. You're right.
We are going to do a photo.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Do you know her? Do you want me to tell the Yes. She's told me that. So incredible. So we are wrong.
Yes, we're going to do it. So tell them to run together.
Yeah. No, I have a feeling Texas is where
Kind of in the middle.
Okay, so we're going to have the crew stay there too.
Yeah, have a Snapchat.
And like
grabbing their stuff.
All right, everyone in the flight control team, we're
Wow,
going to get a
he's
group
flipping.
photo here in the middle.
That's what I wanted to. So we're actually going to do a group photo here.
Okay.
I lost you.
Yeah. All right, you and me are here. Ron, did you tell them to get up? Yep. Okay.
The entire staff that's here, we'd like
All right, so all you guys up, squish.
Okay. So Ms. Trump, so you would come. What do you guys oversee? We are the power systems, the big old solar you see out there. Amazing. So that's great. So if everyone could gather. Very cool. The solar rays, and then we charge of batteries. So all this data. Can you we manage it all from here. We train the crew in certain failure cases to do certain things, but it's pretty much all controlled by us here.
So neat. James. Yeah, James, you need to be on the side. We're shooting that way.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to gather around you.
Okay.
Right?
Sorry. And so we're having the, okay.
We want the crew.
Absolutely. So they're going to be in, right. So we're going to take our traditional.
Okay.
It'll work.
Right here?
Yeah. So it's right up in this camp right here. Come on.
Oh, you guys are supposed to run.
Come on back, folks.
I can't reach it.
That's the idea. I love it.
This is being quite informal.
Okay. So now.
Yeah, everybody fine? See James. You guys good?
See James?
You got it?
All right. In the background. Okay. And stand by. Okay. Take about 2 or 3 shots. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Got him. All right.
One right here.
Thank you all so much. Thanks for everything that you do. Keep them all safe.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Are we sitting? I'm sitting.
Ooh.
Apparently we're sitting.
Yes.
Okay. Stand up.
Uh-oh.
We're doing social media.
Oh, okay.
See, now Oleg's in trouble.
Yes. So Ivanka's really good at it now. She did it downstairs. I was like, oh.
You're going to ask for mission control, what's going on here, and then how you're going to answer.
Okay.
So it'll be 2 separate video clips. So the first one will be you, Ivanka, asking, and then the second one. So we'll make sure that's good. And then
Okay.
yours.
It's like a coffee chat in mission control.
We experienced it.
Where are we looking?
So if I'm going to shoot back here so we get all this in the
You guys want headsets?
Okay.
Yeah, so if y'all just turn around.
Yeah. Let her have one if she wants one.
Would you like a headset?
Sure, yeah. Very
Here,
important.
I've got mine.
Very important.
Sorry. We're staging.
Yeah.
We're staging.
Chicken is mine too.
What?
Yeah, I pulled it.
It's all right. This one's mine. I can be authentic.
So just wrap it
I
around
still
your
have
arm.
an actual